Welcome to Coin Explorer. In this video, we are taking a closer look at a 1965 United States quarter dollar, a coin that at first glance may seem ordinary, but carries a story that has captured the attention of collectors across the world. The year 1965 marked a major transition in American coinage, and that alone makes this piece historically important. As you hold or even just see this coin, you are actually looking at a moment when the United States changed how its coins were made forever. Many people overlook this coin in their daily lives, yet among collectors, it has become a topic of curiosity and deep discussion. Stay with me, because what seems like a simple quarter might surprise you as we explore its background, design, and the reasons why some versions have drawn extraordinary attention in auctions and private sales. The obverse of the 1965 quarter features the familiar profile of George Washington, a design that has been part of American currency since 1932. His left-facing portrait represents leadership, stability, and tradition, all captured in a clean and recognizable style. Above his head, the word liberty is clearly inscribed, while the phrase "In God We Trust" appears to the left of the portrait. At the bottom, you will notice the date 1965, marking this coin's place in history. The details may seem simple, but every line and curve was carefully designed to reflect the identity of the nation. Over time, slight variations in strike quality and wear can make each coin unique, which is one reason collectors pay close attention to even the smallest details. Turning the coin over, the reverse design displays a powerful eagle with its wings spread wide, holding arrows and an olive branch. This imagery represents both strength and peace, a balance that has long been associated with the United States. Above the eagle, the inscription United States of America curves along the edge, while the phrase E pluribus unum sits just above the eagle's head. At the bottom, the denomination quarter dollar is clearly visible. The reverse design is bold yet elegant, and even after decades, it continues to stand as a recognizable symbol. The way light reflects off the raised surfaces can vary depending on the coin's condition, making some examples more visually appealing than others.
What makes the 1965 quarter especially interesting is the change in its composition. Before this year, quarters were made with a significant amount of silver, giving them intrinsic metal value. However, in 1965, the United States Mint shifted to a copper-nickel clad composition. This change was introduced due to rising silver prices and the need to maintain a stable coin supply. As a result, the 1965 quarter became one of the first coins in this new era of coinage. While this might seem like a simple technical detail, it plays a major role in how collectors view this coin today. Because of this transition, the 1965 quarter is often studied closely by collectors searching for rare variations or unusual errors. During periods of change, mistakes can sometimes occur in the minting process, leading to coins that differ slightly from the standard design. These differences might include unusual textures, off-center strikes, or other subtle features that make a coin stand out. While most 1965 quarters are common, the possibility of discovering something rare adds an element of excitement. This is why even everyday coins can become valuable depending on their condition and unique characteristics. Condition is one of the most important factors when evaluating any coin, including the 1965 quarter. Coins that have been preserved carefully, showing minimal signs of wear, are often considered more desirable. Collectors use grading systems to determine the quality of a coin, ranging from heavily worn examples to those in near-perfect condition. A coin with sharp details, clean surfaces, and strong luster will typically attract more attention. Even small differences in condition can significantly influence how a coin is perceived within the collecting community. Another aspect that draws attention to the 1965 quarter is its historical context. This coin was produced during a time of economic adjustment and evolving monetary policies in the United States. The decision to remove silver from circulating coins marked a turning point that affected both collectors and everyday users. As a result, the 1965 quarter is more than just currency. It represents a shift in how money was produced and valued. Understanding this background adds depth to the coin and makes it more meaningful to those who study it.
Over the years, collectors and enthusiasts have shared stories about unusual 1965 quarters appearing in private collections and auctions. Some of these stories focus on coins with exceptional quality, while others highlight rare minting anomalies. These discussions often generate curiosity and encourage more people to examine their own coins closely. While not every claim can be verified, the ongoing interest keeps the 1965 quarter relevant in the world of coin collecting. It also shows how even a widely circulated coin can capture attention decades after its release. In certain reports and collector discussions, there have been mentions of a 1965 quarter reaching an astonishing auction figure of around $77,586,950. It is important to understand that such figures are often tied to highly unusual circumstances, such as unique minting errors, extraordinary condition, or private collector interest. These kinds of values are not typical for standard coins, but they do highlight how the rarest examples can generate significant attention. For most collectors, the value of a 1965 quarter will depend on its specific features and overall condition rather than such exceptional cases. The idea that a simple quarter could be associated with such a high figure captures the imagination of many viewers. It encourages people to look more carefully at coins they might otherwise ignore. While the majority of 1965 quarters remain common and widely available, the possibility of discovering something unusual keeps interest alive. This sense of discovery is one of the reasons coin collecting continues to grow as a hobby. Each coin has the potential to tell a story, and sometimes that story includes unexpected details. Collectors often recommend examining coins under good lighting and, if possible, using a magnifying tool to observe fine details. Features such as edge quality, surface texture, and overall sharpness can reveal important information. Even minor differences can indicate whether a coin is standard or something more unique. Taking the time to carefully inspect a coin can turn an ordinary moment into an exciting discovery. This process is part of what makes coin collecting both educational and rewarding.
The 1965 quarter also serves as a reminder of how design and production choices can influence the future perception of a coin. What was once simply a practical decision to change materials has become a defining characteristic of this piece. Over time, collectors have come to appreciate these changes as part of a larger narrative. This adds another layer of interest, especially for those who enjoy studying the evolution of currency. For those new to coin collecting, the 1965 quarter is a great starting point. It is widely available, easy to recognize, and connected to an important moment in history. By learning about this coin, collectors can develop a better understanding of how to evaluate other coins as well. It also provides an opportunity to explore topics such as grading, composition, and historical context. Each of these elements contributes to a deeper appreciation of the hobby. As we continue to explore coins like the 1965 quarter, it becomes clear that value is not determined by appearance alone. Factors such as rarity, condition, and collector demand all play a role. While extraordinary figures may appear in certain discussions, they are typically associated with very specific examples. For most coins, value will fall within a more realistic range. Understanding this helps collectors make informed decisions and enjoy the process without unrealistic expectations. In the end, the 1965 United States quarter dollar stands as a fascinating piece of history that combines design, innovation, and collector interest. Whether you are an experienced collector or just beginning to explore the world of coins, this quarter offers something worth appreciating. From its detailed design to its role in a major transition, it continues to capture attention even today. If you have one of these coins, take a closer look. You might discover more than you expected, and that is where the real excitement begins.